From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
I'm Jonathan Amberian at the state capitol, where Governor Greg Gianforte celebrated the signing of some of his big budget priorities, including significant tax reductions.
People with disabilities aren't going to be able to do the physical labor themselves, and so the city really needs to come up with a system.
Find out what this lawyer wants a snow removal ordinance for Bozeman changed to better accommodate disabled people.
St. Patrick's Day falling on a Friday in the most Irish city in America. I'll tell you how Butte police are going to be patrolling the streets this Friday.
All right, 6:30, Jane McDonald, Chet Lehman with you on this Tuesday morning. Definitely a better look out on the iCam over in Butte.
Those streets that they're going to be patrolling on Friday right now are very slick. We had a pretty good snow squall blow in here about 40 minutes ago. So roads are slick in Butte. I just checked the the Montana Department of Transportation iCams on Homestake Pass. You can't see anything because it's moved into the pass area. So just be careful if you're driving around southwest Montana. Winter is going to make a positive return here in southwest Montana over the next 24 to 36 hours. You can see temperatures though on the warmer side as we head into that, so some of that snow will look like rain when we first start, so you're looking at the real possibility of some slick conditions out there. Windy in places as well. 48 mile an hour gust of wind this morning in Ennis, 34 mile an hour gust of wind in Three Forks. We had 58 miles an hour in Livingston. We'll talk about all of that. Wind, snow, and then a return of sunshine all coming up here in just a couple minutes.
All right, looking forward to it, Chet. Our top story this half hour, a man is suing the city of Bozeman over its snow removal ordinance. He says the measure is discriminatory towards disabled people. Our Edgar Cedillo explains what the man wants the city to change.
It's no surprise that with the snow we've had this winter, there's still a lot of snow that's hanging around. So a lot of city sidewalks can look clean like this one, or still be snowpacked like that one over there. But one man is suing the city of Bozeman for their snow removal policies, which he says are negatively affecting people with disabilities.
And it's impossible to comply even for people with without disabilities. And certainly anybody with a disability can't comply.
Robert Kolosar is suing the city of Bozeman over its snow removal ordinances. He filed the lawsuit with the Montana Human Rights Network.
Anybody who's had any experience walking around the city of Bozeman understands that standard is rarely complied with.
A spokesperson for the city says that the city attorney's office is reviewing the case, but won't comment on ongoing litigation. According to the city's code, all snow and ice should be removed from sidewalks within the first 24 hours of any snow or ice accumulation.
My wife's properties were ticketed this winter.
Kolosar says even with his mobility issues, he purchased a snow remover, but he still needs help or time to clean the snow off.
We'll do a little bit around here, but with my situation, I had surgery this winter. My rotator cuff's torn up. I got a separated bicep. The overall snow removal process, we really need to hire somebody to do it, particularly when it comes to the city sidewalks. It's just way more work than I can do, and my wife is seriously disabled.
Well, Kolosar is hopeful to come out of this lawsuit.
The city should reasonably accommodate people with disabilities who are otherwise unable to find contractors on their own.
We'll, of course, continue to follow this story as it develops. In Bozeman, Edgar Cedillo, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Edgar. Now switching gears, a Billings woman was arrested in Belgrade Friday on drug charges after she was found sleeping in her car outside a casino. 32-year-old Shelby Tripp faces charges of criminal distribution of dangerous drugs in Gallatin County Justice Court on Monday. According to charging documents, officers found 405 fentanyl pills, 9.5 grams of methamphetamine, plus more than $1,500 in cash after a search of Tripp's vehicle. Tripp is being held at the Gallatin County Detention Center on a $75,000 bond. And yesterday morning, Governor Greg Gianforte was on Montana This Morning talking about several bills he was planning to sign later that day. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Amberian was there at the signing and has a closer look at what these bills will do, including providing what leaders called historic tax reductions and what Democrats are saying about it.
Monday at the state capitol, Governor Greg Gianforte and Republican state lawmakers celebrated what they called big steps for Montana taxpayers.
It's interesting standing here behind the statue of Thomas Marr. We're here leading the charge just like he was. We're leading the charge for taxpayers all across this state.
Gianforte signed 8 bills, including 6 that together implement hundreds of millions of dollars in immediate tax rebates and long-term tax reductions.
Today, we're making it easier for Montanans to raise a family, to earn a good living, to own a home, to retire comfortably, and achieve their American dream.
House Bill 192 sets $480 million aside for income tax rebates of up to $1,250 per person.
I think this legislation is a promise delivered. When we ran our campaigns in the fall, we said we're going to shock the public. We are going to actually take money out of the Treasury and give it back to them because we have over-collected.
House Bill 222 uses another $280 million to fund property tax rebates of up to $500 on primary residences each of the next 2 years. Other bills in the package will lower income tax rates starting in 2024, increase exemptions from the business equipment tax, pay off millions in state debt, and provide funding to secure road and bridge grants. Throughout the session, Democratic lawmakers have been critical of how quickly the majority advanced this package. House Minority Leader Kim Abbott and Senate Minority Leader Pat Flowers said in a statement, quote, "What the governor signed into law today is over $1 billion in reckless spending that disproportionately benefits the wealthiest Montanans. It does nothing to help working and middle-class families get through the cost of living crisis."
The governor's office says now that these bills have been signed, the Montana Department of Revenue will begin working on plans for implementing the tax rebates. For the income tax rebate, they expect it will be distributed automatically sometime later this year. For the property tax rebate, there will be steps for homeowners to claim it. That will be coming out later in the year as well. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
Thank you, Jonathan. 6:37 now. The man accused of running over a Montana Highway Patrol trooper in Lincoln County, Jason Allen Miller, is pleading not guilty to charges stemming from the February 16th incident. Jason Allen Miller appeared in district court via teleconference from Lincoln County Jail yesterday afternoon. He pleaded not guilty to all charges, including attempted deliberate homicide, criminal endangerment, possession of dangerous drugs, and aggravated kidnapping. The charges following a police chase last month near Eureka, where Miller is accused of running over Trooper Lewis Johnson as authorities try to arrest Miller on a different warrant. And as we reported last week, Trooper Johnson's recovery continues at Craig Hospital in Englewood, Colorado. He has injuries to his chest that make it difficult to breathe. For now, he's in a powered mobility chair until his left shoulder heals. Johnson has been a trooper for 8 years and was stationed in Eureka. And with Butte's favorite holiday falling on a Friday this year, St. Patrick's Day is expected to draw a large crowd. And police are reminding people to have fun, but to also behave. MTN's John Amy checks in with Butte Police.
In just a few days, this intersection at Park and Main in Uptown Butte is going to be loaded with people celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And local police know that with the holiday falling on a Friday and large crowds expected, well, they can also expect some shenanigans.
Sometimes the leprechauns are a little restless on that day, and so we normally have more than the average amount of arrests, let's just say that.
Butte Police will have more than 20 officers on duty that day with help from the Montana Highway Patrol. Foot patrols of 6 to 8 officers walking among the crowds has proven effective over the years.
We can get to a disturbance if there is some kind of an argument or a fight. If we can get there and settle it down, it keeps it from escalating and it makes it better for everybody.
For those who want to avoid potential rowdiness uptown, the Handing Down the Heritage event is going to be at the Butte Civic Center starting at 6:30, and it is a family-friendly environment with Irish music and dancing.
And so it's a great place to come to get away from the Bacchanalian orgy that becomes Uptown Butte on St. Patrick's Day.
Ben Rothbard attended his first Butte St. Patrick's Day last year and is looking forward to this year's revelries.
It gets a little rowdy, but nothing that's really crazy. Cool. So yeah, it was enjoying to watch and see, and it was something I've never seen before.
All right, thank you very much, John. Now, John also found out that last year, police ended up making only 4 arrests, which included 2 DUIs. So police are hoping that this year goes just as smoothly. 6:40 now, brain and spinal cord tumors are the second leading type of cancer in kids. Now, doctors have made a major discovery that could improve the way they treat brain tumors in children. Lindsay Theus looks at the impact this could have on other brain diseases in children and in adults as well.
I know, you're so tired, baby.
Maybe you could have slept in today, buddy.
Recently, Scripps News Grand Rapids introduced us to Anna, Luke, and little Paxton Floric.
He's our walking miracle, absolutely. Good job, bud.
At 10 months, Paxton had a golf ball-sized tumor at the base of his brain and spinal cord. The cancer was rare. His prognosis was bad. Remarkably, he beat the cancer. His healing continues.
Doing PT right now, but he does OT right now, doing feeding therapy right now, school 2 days a week.
Because pediatric brain tumors and the treatments to fight it can impact how a child grows.
They're developing, their bodies are developing, and when you put drugs and they can't go to exactly where they want to go, it causes problems and on their growth and their brain development and other aspects of their childhood.
Dr. Parveen Raju co-runs the Children's Brain and Spinal Tumor Center at Mount Sinai, which provided us this video. Raju did not treat Paxton, but is part of a team from Mount Sinai and Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center that's found a new way to get anti-cancer medicine to a child's brain tumor. In the new research, scientists IV injected mice and used a way the immune system traffics white blood cells to sites of infection, inflammation, or tissue injury. They could get the drugs in smaller doses and target it specifically to the tumor.
So all we're doing is essentially using something that the body already uses, the immune system, to get things where they want it to go, the immune cells. But now we're using that cargo, basically the drug, in a nanoparticle variation of that.
They could get even more targeted with very low dose radiation. The targeting is important. Right now, patients need higher doses to get past the blood-brain barrier. The barrier is like a castle wall defending the brain from disease-causing pathogens and toxins in our blood.
When that barrier is really tight, what you typically have to do is use much higher doses of drugs to get enough there. And usually what happens in that scenario is the body can't handle it.
This study looked at the most common type of child brain tumors, but researchers think it could be a crucial step for other brain diseases too, like multiple sclerosis, stroke, or Alzheimer's. Raju thinks it will still be 2 to 3 years before the first clinical trial in children, but the hope is this discovery could lead to more patients like Paxton, cancer-free and bouncing back. Lindsay Theis, Scripps News.